Welcome back, welcome back. Today we are looking at episode 2 of Butareba, and yup, yes sir, the pervert pig is at it again. Now I have to say, even though this show is very, well, outside the norm even for isekai shows, it is still more enjoyable so far than I imagined. While I didn't think the most of episode 2 simply because not too much happened, it does set the stage for a potentially very interesting journey and story surrounding Jess and Mr. Pig here and how they might connect and what they might do on their travel to the capital and what we might find out along the way. Now, what I am enjoying more than everything else so far in this show is definitely the more humoristic, fun side of it. In this episode, for example, I did very much enjoy the dancing game scene when he pretends like he's playing the dance game, whatever it's called, I forget, where you have these touch pads on the floor and dances along like a madman to get a good sale price for him. And the maid scene as well after was very entertaining as she comes up in this maid outfit because Mr. Pig wanted to see her in a different outfit because, well, he's a pig with many fetishes. So she comes in the maid outfit, good for him, and patted her chest with apples just so she could give him the food. Nice disguise there, miss. And then, of course, calling him master as he was hoping for, and him having a pig-gasm, or something of the sort. I'm not sure what else to say, or call it for that matter. But outside the humor this episode, we did also get some interesting developments in terms of Jess and her character, backstory, and what is going to happen next. Most of this episode revolves around her trying to get this black vista, black stone, whatever, which is used by Yethmas, which is her race, or her general description, call name for what she is. In some way or form, though we don't know much about the Yethmas yet, or how they work, what they are, etc. But apparently, as she is revealed to be a very kind soul, she used a black stone to pray and try to heal Mr. Pig while he was knocked out last episode. So he got normal sight and language comprehension, ability to move around, etc., etc. And of course, these things are very expensive, so now she has to replace it, and she can't afford it, which ends up with her basically selling the pig, Mr. Pig MC here, to get a new black stone to replace it so she doesn't have to run away as a thief, which would be very bad, obviously, from this noble house. But yes, we do definitely find out that outside of her very kind nature, she's also a bit dense in terms of human interaction and how egotistical, selfish, or schemy people can be. Thankfully, Mr. Pig saves her from buying some spoiled goods, or not proper goods anyway. But what is most interesting is what we learn about her and what she's going to do, because early in the episode, we get to see her being somewhat, not unhappy, perhaps, but being somewhat eerie around Mr. Pig being excited for going on a travel, going on a trip for the first time, and for her as well, to the capital, as she has never had any travel before. And the reason she seems so relatively unhappy about it is probably, as we learn later, is that she is going to be replaced that day by another Yethma. I assume a fresh one or new one, whatever. So then the question is, what happens to her? She is clearly going to the capital for a reason. So is that because once she reaches a certain age, she is decommissioned or put out of business, so to speak, or turned into some other horrible thing, like a sex slave or whatever else, who knows? But clearly something not fun is going to happen to her when she gets there. Now, what exactly we will have to find out, but it sparks my interest to figure out more about her and what is going to happen to her and people like her after they are being replaced, as seems to be the case here. It also raised the question to me of whether all Yethmas are women, as we learned earlier that Yethmas that can't really buy or pay for their own black stones to use for praying, whatever, for their personal use, tends to become prostitutes to earn the extra money. And she talked about it like a very general thing, which made me assume that Yethmas are only women, and then that also made me assume that Yethmas are not a race of people, but rather people that are turned into Yethmas when they are young or something along those lines, as Jess does wear this collar, etc. on her, which I suppose might somehow be connected to how she can do what she can do. Or maybe not, we'll have to see. Anyways, I found that interesting enough to be able to theory craft a little bit, and I'm interested to see where they go with that and how the story is going to revolve around Jess and what she's going to be going through. And clearly, as well as is expected, Yethmas are discriminated against, there's a lot of prejudice, and seemingly they are not treated as normal human beings, basically a tier below normal people, I assume. At least that's what we understand from the little interaction we get this episode. episode. I'm sure we will learn more about the backstory of this later on, but at least we have the base here to start theory crafting some. Now, while this show is, as I said, mostly for me enjoyable in terms of the humor and the absolutely absurd nature of the premise here so far, I do think that there is actually some good potential to make the show way more meaningful and deep and narratively complex. But by having Mr. Pig here and Jess go on this journey together, how they might connect with each other, build a relationship between each other, with each other, and just exploring each other and what they might want to do, or getting to learn about each other, understand each other, and how that all comes to be during this journey they are about to embark on to the royal capital. I'm not sure how long the journey is going to be, if this is going to be like spend the entire season going to the royal capital to try to find a resolution to this, or if it's going to be a very quick and done thing, and then move on. But if it does go the long route, I think that can be a very interesting premise, even while slow, if they start building out these characters and really try to do something with them, as that can make the show go from very light and funny to also having some depth, which would be interesting to see if they go that route. Anyways, though, a very decent episode. Again, this is a very unique isekai, to say the least. You know, it's not often you see an absolutely pervy, fetishy pig in a anime, even in anime. That is quite uncommon, but it's better than I expected so far. And obviously it's far from an amazing show, but it does the job so far, and it does show some slight potential at the very least. That being said, what do you think of episode 2? Like it, hate it, whatever else, leave those in the comment section down below, and please do like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff to support my channel here. And if you want to watch another video of a recently launched fall 2023 anime, click on this video right here.